holds chapters 1 through 4. We will start with chapters 1 and 2. Chapter 1. There is no lake at Camp Green Lake. There once was a very large lake here, the largest lake in Texas. That was over 100 years ago. Now it is just a dry, flat wasteland. There used to be a town of Green Lake as well. The town shriveled up and dried along with the lake and the people who lived there. During the summer, the daytime temperatures hovered around 95 degrees in the shade, if you could find any shade. There's not much shade in a big dry lake. The only trees are 2 old oaks in the eastern edge of the lake. A hammock is stretched between the 2 trees, and a log cabin stands behind that. The campers were forbidden to lie in the hammock. It belongs to the warden. Their warden owns the shade. Out on the lake, rattlesnakes and scorpions find shade under rocks and in the holes dug by the campers. Here's a good rule to remember about rattlesnakes and scorpions. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. Usually. Being bitten by a scorpion or even a rattlesnake is not the worst thing that can happen to you. You won't die, usually. Sometimes a camper will try to be bitten by a scorpion or even a rattlesnake. Then he will get to spend a day or 2 recovering in his tent, instead of having to dig a hole out in the lake. But you don't want to be bitten by a yellow spotted lizard. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. You will die a slow and painful death. Always. If you get bitten by a yellow spotted lizard, you might as well go into the shade of the oak trees and lie in the hammock. There's nothing that anyone can do to you anymore. Chapter 2. The reader is probably asking, why would anyone go to Camp Green Lake? Most campers weren't given a choice. Camp Green Lake is a camp for bad boys. If you take a bad boy and make him dig a hole, every day in the hot sun, it will turn him into a good boy. That's what some people thought.